Good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday. How's everybody's weekend going? How's everybody's Saturday going? Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it if you're watching this on other social media platforms besides YouTube. Go to the homepage on those social media platforms, click on the link, come to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and keep sharing this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We got game 2 tonight between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays won last night in a big way, in a way that nobody expected, myself included. And they put a pounding to the Blue Jays, to the Dodgers, late in the game. And the Dodgers are going to have to bounce back. They gotta bounce back in a big way. And in tonight's matchup, you're going to have Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound tonight, or for the Dodgers, against Kevin Gausman for the Blue Jays. How does this game play out? I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But Yamamoto is going to have to pitch the game of his career, I would say, against this Toronto Blue Jays lineup. So they're going to have to bounce back. The Dodgers are going to have to bounce back in a big way. You would hate to be the team that goes down 2-0, even though, yes, the series is going back to LA. Coming back from a 2-0 deficit is tough. So, tonight Yamamoto for the Dodgers, Yamamoto has to pitch a really good game. He has to, he has to pitch the game of his career. This game 2 is going to be really important for the Dodgers to win. It's important for them to go back to LA 1-1 instead of being down 2-0. The bats are going to have to do a much better job against the Toronto pitching, because the Toronto pitching last night, now with Trey Savage, he did everything he can to keep the team in the game, but it was Toronto's bullpen that really shut it down. That really put the bats to, that really shut down the Dodgers bats. The Dodgers bats really didn't do much of anything. They got some hits. They were able to get on base. They weren't able to score much. They were only put up 4 runs, and the Toronto pitching was able to shut down the LA Dodgers bats. Can they do it again? The Blue Jays are that team that's hungry. They haven't seen a World Series in a really long time. They haven't been at the stage in a really long time. Can they bounce back? Can they bounce back? Does this loss from last night light a fire under them? And can they overcome yesterday's loss? That's the big question. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Well, let me know in the poll whether you all think that this game is or this series after tonight is gonna be 2-0, or is gonna be split 1-1. It's hard to say, man. But the Blue Jays offense, throughout this postseason has been, phenomenal, right? They've been coming through in the clutch. A lot of guys just been really stepping up to the occasion, right? There's a lot of stars in that lineup. There's a lot of great players in that lineup. And it's just like I was saying last night, before game 1, the Los Angeles Dodgers lineup they got a great lineup, but they just couldn't get score as many runs as they had wished, unfortunately. So I think the Dodgers have to, they got to come out swinging, and I'm pretty sure they're pissed off. I'm pretty sure they're pissed off from last night after losing the way they did. It was kind of embarrassing, right? In a way, I mean, it's not like the Dodgers to lose a game like this when especially with the score, when the Blue Jays scored 11 runs against them. They haven't lost a game like this in the postseason whatsoever. And Blake Snell didn't exactly have the greatest of games. last night. He was able to get himself out of jams, but then he was taken out of the game with a jam. He only went 5 innings. You hope, at least for if you're a Dodgers fan, or if you are the Los Angeles Dodgers, you're hoping that that Yamamoto can give you some longevity and pitch the game of his life, right? And on the other side, you got Kevin Gausman, who's been who's been a solid pitcher this season for the Blue Jays. What does he do against the Dodgers, right? What is he going to do? His fastball, look out for his fastball. His fastball is definitely a lot better than Trey Savage's. He's got that splitter. So, do look out for Kevin Gausman. And I think, I think the Dodgers bats are they're gonna have their hands full with Gausman, right? Gausman, once again, he's pitched pretty decent in this postseason. How does he do against the Dodgers though here in Game 2, right? So again, same question. The biggest question is how this series will be after tonight. Will it be 2-0 or will it be 1-1? That's the question, right? That's gonna be the biggest question. But real quick, folks, I know the game's gonna start here pretty soon. Let me know your predictions. Drop your predictions in the chat. How many innings do you think Kevin Gausman's gonna go? How many innings do you think Yoshinobu Yamamoto is gonna go? Who's hitting a home run tonight? What's the final score gonna be? Let me know in the chat. And what y'all are eating, what y'all are snacking on. It's Saturday, it's the weekend. Are you all cooking? Are you all barbecuing? You all ordering in? What kind of snacks? I mean, what do we got going on? But let me say what's up to the chat real quick. John the Beagle Dad, first person in the building. T85, what's up, man? How's it going? Cecilia, what's going on? I know you're not too happy about the Dodgers, so hopefully they bounce back. T85 says, I can't stand either one of these teams, but as a baseball fan, I do hope for a good World Series. Yeah, you and me both, man. You and me both. I'm hoping for a good World Series as well. That's all I can ask for. Originally I did predict that the Dodgers would win this World Series in 6 games, but I could very well be wrong. You never know what's going to happen in the postseason, and the Blue Jays are a hungry team. They're just they're a hungry team, right? I think they're trying to prove to the baseball world that they have every capability to beat the Los Angeles Dodgers. So kudos to them. It's when the season started, it was a rough go for the Blue Jays. Then they turned it around and just dominated the rest of the season, and in the month of June and beyond, right? From June till the end of the season, they just completely dominated, and they had a lot of success in the AL East, and they were the team to beat. And here we are. Now they're in the World Series. I don't think many of us could have predicted that the Blue Jays would have made it to the World Series. I don't think anybody had that on their prediction list, right? On their list of teams that are going to make it to the World Series. I sure didn't. Beginning of the season, I don't think a lot of fans had the Blue Jays, but this team is for real. The Blue Jays are for real. But let's see how they do in Game 2. They're hoping, and I know their fans are hoping that it'll be 2-0 going back to LA. T85 says, yeah, I had the Dodgers myself. Yeah, I hear you, man. Dodgers in 6, right? I mean, that's what I thought too. The Dodgers in 6. That's what I'm thinking too. I mean, I'm still going to stick with that prediction. There's still plenty of baseball to be played. I think we can all agree, though. We highly doubt that a sweep is going to happen. I don't think but the Blue Jays. I don't think the Blue Jays are going to sweep. I never thought either team would have a sweep, but but let's see how many games is played. But again, I say Dodgers in 6, and I could very well be wrong. T85 says I had the Blue Jays as a 85 win team. It's it's funny that you say that because there were fans in the off before the season even started that had the Yankees as a 85 win team, but the Blue Jays, 85 wins. I could see it. I think I think a lot of people expected the battle between the Orioles and the Yankees initially. So I think that was probably what a lot of folks were thinking. I was certainly thinking that. I thought a lot of these games were the series, or a lot of these games was going to be a battle between the Orioles and the Yankees to finish to try and finish at the top of the AL East. What up, Jacob Frederick? So Dodgers lineup, folks. Let me read that off to you. So you have Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, Kike Hernandez, Tommy Edman, Andy Pajes. Pretty much the same lineup. Blue Jays, George Springer, Nathan Lucas, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Alejandro Kirk, Dalton Varsho, Ernie Clement, Addison Barger, IKF, Andres Jimenez. So no Bo Bichette tonight. I don't know. I know Bo Bichette got taken out of the game last night. But I don't know if it was injury related or not, but he wasn't in the game. He got taken out of the game last night, and IKF had filled in for him. Let me pull this up. Let me pull up the scoreboard. We got Kevin Gausman warming up on the mound right now for the Blue Jays. Game is about ready to go. T85 says I had the Yankees as a 90 win team. Did it better. Yeah, I had 93 for the Yankees, dude. I had 93 wins. Cecilia's going Yamamoto better go at least 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, a walk, and an earned run. Home runs for the Dodgers, Ohtani, Freeman, and the dark horse is Teoscar. Okay, cool. Yeah, Ohtani hit one last night. I think he'll hit another one. I think Vladdy is going to hit one tonight for the Blue Jays. I really do. I think he'll hit one for the Blue Jays. I'll say Vladdy and the other player. I think Springer's going to hit one tonight. And for the Dodgers, I say Ohtani. I'll say Ohtani, Betts. You know what? The top 3. I'll say Ohtani, Betts, Freeman. Those are my home run predictions. Score prediction, I don't know. It'll be 11-4. My score prediction, I'll say it'll be, I'll say 7. I'll say 7-5 Dodgers. But here we go, folks. We have Shohei Ohtani leading things off here for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and looks like we are set to go. Gausman is ready to go. Umpire says play ball, and here we go. Game 2 underway. Gausman sets here on the first pitch against Ohtani, and it is called a strike on the outside corner. Got him with the fastball. It is 0-1. Ohtani was 1 for 4 last night. He had that 2-run home run. Yeah, that's why I said 93 T85, because of Cole's absence. And it's a quick 0-2 count now to Shohei Ohtani as he calls time. As Gausman sets here on the 0-2. And the pitch to Ohtani is hit into left field, and running is Lucas, who makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 down here in the top of the first. So Blue Jays defense, you got Nathan Lucas, Dalton Varsho, Addison Barger in the outfield. Infield, you have Ernie Clement, Andres Jimenez, IKF, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. At the dish, you got Alejandro Kirk, designated hitter George Springer. All right. And Mookie Betts now at the plate. Let's see what he does against Gausman. The first pitch is low for ball 1. So Mookie Betts was 1 for 4 last night. Scored a run, struck out a couple of times. I agree, T85, and Cecilia's going 8-3. And there's a strike to Mookie Betts. It is a 1-1 count now. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. As Gossman sets here on the 1-1, the pitch to Betts is in there for a strike. Got him with the slider. It's 1-2. And got him on that outside corner. Betts didn't like the call. Replay shows it was a strike. As Gossman sets and pitches outside, almost got him with the slider again. Count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mookie Betts. Gossman sets here on the 2-2. The pitch is hit into right field. And Barger tracks it down, makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. Let's see if Gossman can go 1-2-3 as Freddie Freeman will be at the plate here with 2 outs. What's up, Robert? How's it going, man? Thanks for popping in. If you're just popping in, make sure you all hit the like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Gossman sets here against Freeman. The first pitch is outside for ball 1, 1-0. And you think they'll go 2-0, huh? The Blue Jays back to LA? All right. Gossman sets here on the 1-0. The pitch is misses with ball 2. It's 2-0 now. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Gossman or to Freeman. Here's the pitch from Gossman. That is in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Freddie Freeman. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Got him with the splitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes now for Freddie Freeman. Let's see if Gossman could go 1-2-3. Let's see if Freeman can keep the inning alive. Gossman sets here on the 2-2. Here's the pitch. And that is hit into left field. It's a foul ball. Still a 2-2 count. Gossman sets. Here's the 2-2. And Freeman hits that ball into left field, and it's a foul ball. Still staying alive. Still a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on base. The 2-2, and Freeman fouls it back. So a little bit of a battle going on between Freeman and Gossman. Freeman doing everything he can to keep this inning alive. Gossman sets here on the 2-2. Another pitch. And that is hit into right field. And that is going to go to the wall. Freeman is going for 2. And he is on there with a 2-out double. Keeps the inning alive. Good piece of hitting there by Freddie Freeman. So Freeman with a 2-out double. And that'll bring Will Smith to the plate. Dodgers fans were very upset after last night, but Lucas scoring 49 points for the Lakers last night and thumping the T-Wolves. Yeah, for sure. Robert saying Yamamoto's not making it past the 5th inning. All right. Here's Will Smith at the plate. And he hits one, but it's a foul ball. Strike one. 0-1 to Will Smith. He was 1 for 3 with an RBI last night. As Gossman sets on the 0-1 to pitch. And that is hit into center field. And Freeman will round third, and he will score. And it is an RBI single for Will Smith. As the Dodgers get on the board here at the top of the first, they take a 1-0 lead. So the Dodgers scoring here with 2 outs. So back-to-back hits here by the Dodgers with 2 outs. And that was an RBI single by Will Smith. And this brings Teoscar Hernandez to the plate. Let's see if he's able to keep this inning alive. So the Dodgers are on the board. Let's see if they can get another run here in the top of the first. It is 1-0 here to Teoscar Hernandez. As Smith takes his lead at first base. Here's the 1-0. Big swing and a miss there by Teoscar. It's 1-1 now. Gossman with 20 pitches now already. $318 2-out runs in the regular season for the Dodgers, most in Major League Baseball this season, which is pretty freaking good. It's 1-2 now to Teoscar. Yeah, I agree, T85. Gossman sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out for the 3rd out of the inning. We're going to the bottom of the first. We are going to a commercial break, but the Dodgers do take a 1-0 lead on an RBI single by Will Smith. The bottom of the first will be coming up. Let's see what the Blue Jays can do, the Blue Jays bats, as we are going to a commercial break. I'll take a quick break myself. All right, I'll be right back, folks. Make sure you all hit the like, hit that subscribe. Keep sharing this channel out. I'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. So Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers. George Springer is going to lead things off here for the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays are down 1-0 right now. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Got him with the splitter, 0-1 to Springer. We got Robert Boom in the building. What's up, Robert? Neymar from Twitch. What's up? Swing and a miss, 0-2. Got him with the curveball. Neymar, who am I going for? I'm not really rooting for anybody, man. I just, I'm neutral. I just want to see a good World Series. As Yamamoto sets here on the 0-2 to pitch. Is a foul ball, still 0-2. Who are you going for? Are you going for the Dodgers? Okay. What's up, Therese? Says, let's go Yamamoto. Yamamoto sets here on the 0-2 against Springer. And the pitch. And that is ripped to left field, and that's going to go to the wall. Springer's going to go for 2. And he is in there with a leadoff double by George Springer. And that's one way to start the game. Let's go for the Blue Jays. All right. Tying run is at second base. And that's going to bring Nathan Lucas to the plate. All right, Neymar. Robert Boone was watching college football. You got the Dodgers in 5, huh? All right. Here is Nathan Lucas, who hits a little blooper, and that'll drop, and Springer's going to stop at third. So back-to-back hits here by the Blue Jays. Nathan Lucas with a single. Now we got runners on the corners on first and third. And that's going to bring Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now to the plate. So a good situation for the Blue Jays right now. With runners on the corners, nobody out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was 2 for 4 last night with a run. Yeah, they're definitely hitting off of Yamamoto so far. Still nobody out here. So Yamamoto sets here on the first pitch, and he misses with ball 1. Try to get him with the splitter. And Yamamoto sets here on the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Vladdy. Robert Boone says he'll give me $100. Yeah, I don't gamble either, man. I'm not a gambler. As Yamamoto sets here on the 2-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with the splitter, 2-1. The 2-1. Oh, swing and a miss. Got him with another splitter. 2-2 now to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Vladdy as he calls time. Runners on first and third. Tying runners at third base for the Toronto Blue Jays. As Yamamoto sets here against Guerrero. The 2-2 is a grounder, but foul. Still 2-2. So this postseason, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 10 for 22 runners on base. He's batting .447 in the postseason. Yeah, he's just been killing it in the postseason. So still 2-2 to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as Yamamoto sets. Another 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. Yamamoto with another 2-2 pitch coming up. Here it is. And a swing and a miss. Got him with the curveball. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. strikes out for the first out. It's a big strikeout there for Yamamoto. And that'll bring Alejandro Kirk to the plate. So Alejandro Kirk was 3 for 3 with a home run, a couple of RBIs last night. Had himself a great game as he takes ball one from Yamamoto. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Alejandro Kirk as Yamamoto sets here on the 1-0, the pitch, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes here to Kirk as Yamamoto sets the 2-0. Foul ball, 2-1. What's up, Peanut? Good to see you, bud. He says, drop it in to say hello. Now that my Yankees are out, I'm finished with baseball. I just want to support your site, NFE. I miss you. I miss the Strike Zone family. Yeah, man. I miss you, man. I know a lot of folks are not here right now because the Yankees are not here, but I get it. I understand. But, this World Series intrigued me, though, man. It really did. I wanted to call it. So, I love baseball. So, baseball is such a great sport. Yamamoto sets here on the 2-1. The pitch to Kirk. Oh, a line drive right to Freeman. He makes the catch. And runners will get back to their respective bases. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the first. And Dalton Varsho will be coming to the plate now. What's up, Dev? Dev Finch is in the building. What up, man? So here is Dalton Varsho. Let's see if he can get the Blue Jays on the board as Yamamoto sets here against Varsho. The first pitch is ball 1-0. So 1-0 here to Varsho as Yamamoto sets. Ball 2-0. We got Ernie Clement waiting on deck for the Blue Jays. The 2-0. Pitch is in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes now to Varsho. So 3-0. There, that is a strike on the outside corner. 3-1 now to Dalton Varsho. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and third. tying run at third base. Dodgers leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Yamamoto sets on the 3-1 to pitch. Is fouled back 3-2. So that'll release the runner on first. So Nathan Lucas will be getting a head start here. It's a full count as Yamamoto sets. Payoff. He struck him out looking with that curveball. And Yamamoto able to get himself out of a jam. After giving up a couple of hits, he was able to work out of this inning. And now we are going to the top of the second. So top of the second will be coming up. Dodgers have a 1-0 lead. Muncy, Hernandez, and Tommy Edman will be due up when we get back from commercial break. So, yeah, Yamamoto able to work himself out of a jam. It was kind of like Blake Snell last night. He was able to work himself out of some jams, but could only do that for so long. But we are in a commercial break. Appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. But how's everybody doing today? Anybody got any fun plans for the weekend? What do we got? Any fun plans? Anybody doing anything exciting? What's up, Jonathan? How you doing, Jonathan? You watching the game at all? Brad, it depends. That's all I'm going to say. Probably going to a movie tomorrow. All right, what movie you plan on watching? Yeah, I bailed around the bottom of the eighth. Still called the majority of the game. All right, Robert, I got you. Begonia. Okay. All right, let's get back to the game here. Here is Max Muncy leading things off in the top of the second. He takes strike one from Gossman. So let's see if Gossman could keep it 1-0 here. Muncy's had a pretty decent career against Kevin Gossman, 6 for 18, has hit 3 homers. As I say that, he pops it up to left field. Lucas runs in, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. And Kike Hernandez now will be coming to the plate. First pitch to Hernandez is strike one. 0-1 here to Kike. Pitches in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kike. As Gausman sets here on the 1-1. The pitch is ball 2. First base umpire said he did not go around. He held up. So it's 2-1 now to Kike Hernandez. Gausman sets here on the 2-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Kind of tripped over himself a little bit there. Blue Jays fans are on their feet. So 2-2 count here to Kike as Gausman sets. The 2-2 is popped up infield. And it looks like IKF is right there. Makes the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring Tommy Edman to the plate. So 2 outs here in the top of the second. Let's see if Gausman can go 1, 2, 3 this time around. So Tommy Edman at the plate now as Gausman sets. First pitch. Upstairs, ball 1, 1-0. 1 ball, no strike here to Tommy Edman. Andy Pajes is waiting on deck. The 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Tommy Edman. The 2-0. 3-0 now to Tommy Edman. So 3 balls, no strikes. The Dodgers have a 1-0 lead here. We're in the top of the second. 2 outs. The 3-0 is in there for a strike, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Tommy Edman. The 3-1. Foul back. Full count now to Edman. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gausman trying to go 1, 2, 3. Edman wants to keep this game keep this inning alive. As Gausman sets here on the 3-2. Payoff. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out for the 3rd out of the inning. We are going to the bottom of the second. Dodgers still leading 1-0. Let's see if the Blue Jays could get on the board. In the bottom of the second, they will have Clement, Barger, and IKF coming to the plate, and we're in a commercial break. I'll take another break real quick, folks. I'll be right back. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub, and keep sharing this channel out. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Big Fat Baby joining us from Twitch. That's a funny name. Yes, I am calling the real game. All right. Here's Ernie Clement, first pitch. And it has popped up on the first pitch. Who's going to make the catch? Oh, Freeman overran it. And that's going to be an error. That is a rarity from Freddie Freeman. Oh, wow. Freeman overran it, tried to reach for it backwards, and could not make the catch. So that should be an error on Freddie Freeman. And here's Addison Barger, who had that big grand slam against the Dodgers last night. Wow. There's a strike, 1-1. Two and one. There's a strike, 2-2 now to Barger. What's up, Blue? Yeah, for real, Lou. So they ruled that a pop-up. They didn't rule that as an error. They ruled that as a single. I don't know, man. I don't agree with that call, but whatever. I'm not a scorekeeper. We got IKF waiting on deck. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Addison Barger. Tying runs at first base. He struck him out looking. Sit down, Barger. Yamamoto says 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That is Yamamoto's 3rd strikeout of the game. And IKF hits that ball to center field. Andy Pajes makes the catch. So IKF swings at the first pitch. It's 2 outs now. And that'll bring Andres Jimenez to the plate with 2 outs. Oh, 0-1 here to Jimenez. As Yamamoto sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. And that is hit. Oh, what a play by Betts. Throws over to first and gets Jimenez out. Great play there by Mookie Betts. And just like that, we are now going to the top of the 3rd. Dodgers still leading 1-0. So after giving up what was ruled a hit, what I think should have been an error by the Dodgers, Yamamoto able to get the job done. top of the third is coming up. Dodgers still leading 1-0. Let's see if they could get some runs here in the third inning against Kevin Gausman, who's trying to keep it at a 1-0 game. But still a lot of baseball to be played. Still a lot of innings to be played. But I appreciate you all being here on this Saturday night. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that, subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you all go vote in the poll. Let's see how many votes we got. We have 22 votes, and 55% of you said that the series after today's game will be tied up at 1. So a lot of you feel that the Dodgers are going to take game 2 tonight before they head back to LA, and they will be off tomorrow. So no game tomorrow. And they'll play the next 3 games in LA starting on Monday night. Yeah, well, a lot of people say Don Mattingly should replace Boone, but if I'm not wrong, I think Don Mattingly said he doesn't want to manage again. So can't say I blame him. But anyway, let's get back to this game. Andy Pages leading things off here for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So it'll be Pages, Ohtani, Betts here in the top of the third. It is 1-0 here to Pages as Gausman sets here on the 1-0. The pitch. There's a strike. Got him with the fastball, 1-1. And there's a grounder hit to IKF, who fields it, throws over to first, and gets Pages out. And here is Shohei Ohtani, who is 0 for 1 in tonight's game so far. Let's see what he does in the second at bat. Gausman sets here against Ohtani. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. What's up, Jake? He says, it is bad that I just want this World Series to be over already. Yeah, I'm ready. I can't wait till the winter meetings. Pitches in the dirt, 1-1. Because 5 days after the World Series concludes, teams can start negotiating with their free agents. Yeah, November is pretty dead when it comes to baseball news. You're going to see a lot of rumors and ideas and clickbaits and stuff like that. As Ohtani pops that up left side, and Clement makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2. Ohtani now 0 for 2. Yeah, baseball news doesn't start coming alive during the offseason till about December during the winter meetings. And the winter meetings are going to be in Orlando this year. Yeah, I think the Yankees are they're going to make Bellinger a top priority for sure. I liked what he did with the Yankees. And here's Mookie Betts. Here's a grounder. Hits to Jimenez. And makes the play to first base for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Gausman. It's a 1-0 game still. The top of the lineup coming up for the Blue Jays here in the bottom of the third. And we're in a commercial break. So bottom of the third will be coming up. Can the Blue Jays score? That's the big question. The fact that I can't may get a ring before Judge is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. Lewis saying Dodgers batters are taking that bat seriously. Oh, okay. I was like, are you being sarcastic? I think you forgot to, and then you add the not right after that. It's funny. But we are in a commercial break, folks. Bottom of the third will be coming up. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. What's up, Slow Burner? What's going on, man? We got Mystic MMA in the building. Mystic MMA says UFC was a big letdown today. Hopefully some baseball can fix my mood. Yeah, I wasn't really that excited for this fight card. I didn't really watch it, man. I haven't been watching the last several, to be honest with you. I just feel like it's been the UFC fight cards. It's been mediocre, man. But the pay-per-view coming up next month, though, should be pretty good, especially with the main event with Jack Madalena and Islam Makhachev for the welterweight title. So Makhachev is going up in weight. I think he takes it personally. But how you feeling, Slow Burner? What are you thinking about Game 2? I know you're a big Jays fan. I mean, aside from the logo, it's definitely made it known you're a Blue Jays fan. Yeah, the Blue Jays bats got to figure something out here against Yamamoto. He's coming through so far. Mystic MMA says, I think whoever wins tonight's game ends up winning the World Series. Yeah, you might be right, man. Yeah, what do you plan on eating? Ooh. And looks like Springer gets hit on did he get? Yeah, it looks like he got hit on the first pitch. So George Springer hit by a pitch. Schneider and the trainer are out there checking on Springer. Looks like he got hit right on his wrist. It looks like it bounced off his wrist. That looked like it hurt. Jerk chicken and rice. Ooh, that sounds good. All right, so the time run is at first. Springer hit by a pitch. And that brings Nathan Lucas to the plate. First pitch. That is in there for a strike. Lucas is 1 for 1 thus far. He's hitting .341 in this postseason. No, he got hit on his looked like his wrist, and he's swinging a miss 0-2 now to Lucas. Slow Burner says just Jay's best team in the league at coming back from behind. True. Robert's having some leftover pizza from Domino's. Understood. The 0-2. Foul ball, still 0-2 to Lucas. Mystic MMA says, I'll have to stay in that Marriott and catch a game at the Rogers Center. Have looked in the hotel. I'm sure it is, man. Slow Burner had tenderloin and what is that, lobster? The 0-2. Third base umpire said he did not go. 1-2. What's up, Neymar? Neymar's back on Twitch. What up, man? Got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. waiting on deck. Got Blue Jays trying to get on the board. And Lucas fouls off another pitch. Still 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and Lucas strikes out. Fourth strikeout of the night for Yamamoto. People used to bang up against the glass during games at the Dime Hotel. Neymar joining us from Twitch. He says the Blue Jays are trash. Ooh. And here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who is 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out in his first at bat against Yamamoto as he takes strike one. Got him with the cutter. The 0-1. And Guerrero Jr. hits that ball to left field, and that's going to bounce off the wall. And Springer will go to third. And it's a long single by Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Runners on the corners now with one out. And that'll bring Alejandro Kirk to the plate. Tying run now at third base. Another big opportunity for the Blue Jays to try and get on the board here. Can they do it? So here's Kirk now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. First pitch is ball one. They just checked with the first base umpire. He did not go around. So Kirk is 0 for 1, lined out in the first inning. And Kirk hits that ball into center field. Pages makes the catch. And Springer will tag up, and he will score. So it's a sac fly for Kirk. And just like that, it is a tie game. We are tied up at 1 with 2 outs with a runner on first. With Dalton Varsho coming now to the plate. We have Dalton Varsho now, who is 0 for 1. He struck out in his first at-bat. It's 1-0. So Kirk gets the job done. Gets the sac fly. That got Springer, scores Springer as Varsho hits the grounder right to Freeman, steps on the bag for out number 3. But the Blue Jays are on the board. It is a 1-1 game. And the top of the 4th is coming up. Let's see if the Dodgers can retake the lead. And we're back to a commercial break here, folks. So hopefully everybody's enjoying their evening, enjoying their night. Can you believe the month of October is almost over? Next week will be Yeah, next Saturday will be November 1st. Yeah, this year is just flown by. For me, at least. I can't speak for the rest of you, but this year has definitely flown by. And we're just 2 months left, almost 2 months left here in 2025. Confident the Blue Jays. Yeah, game 2 so far interesting. It's kind of like how game 1 was last night, and then the bats just like blew up for the Blue Jays. Can the Blue Jays do something like that again? Will it be a different story? Yeah, if it's necessary, game 7 will be November 1st. Yeah, which is next Saturday. Dodgers gets it going. Gets the bats, getting the balls, crooked number. Here we come. All right, let's get back to the game here. Freddie Freeman is leading things off here in the top of the 4th. And Freeman hits that ball into center field. Varsho looking up, looking back, runs back, makes the catch for the first out. Freeman gave that one a ride, just not enough, though. Would give someone the opportunity? Yeah, for sure. Mystic MMA. And here is Will Smith, who had that RBI single in the first that got the Dodgers on the board. Let's see what he does in his second at bat here against Gausman. First pitch, strike 1 to Will Smith. It is 0-1 here to Will Smith. As Gausman sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. Smith hits that ball to right field. Barger is underneath it, makes the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring Teoscar Hernandez now to the plate. As Gausman sets here against Teoscar. First pitch in there, first strike, got him with the fastball. So Hernandez is 0 for 1 tonight. Gausman sets on the 0-1 to pitch. A swing and a miss, got him with the splitter. 0-2. Blue Jays fans are on their feet. Let's see if Gausman could go 1, 2, 3. Can Hernandez keep this inning alive for the Dodgers? Freddie Freeman looking on there from the Dodger dugout as Gausman sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Struck him out looking. Sets it down. And that is the third out. We are now going to the bottom of the fourth. Gausman making quick work here at the top of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth now coming up. And it's still a 1-1 game. Blue Jays bats coming up. Clement, Barger, IKF. Let's see if they can take the lead. And once again, we're in a commercial break. Let's check the pitch count here for both starters. We have Yamamoto at 46, Gausman at 48. So both pitchers' pitch count pretty freaking good. You know, they're keeping pace. So let's see which team goes to the bullpen first. But this has been a pretty decent pitchers duel so far. I have a feeling in this series we're going to see a lot of close moments. Some of these games are going to be really close, I feel like. Kind of checking a couple of things here. Robert says, wow, they're looking like the Yankees now. Oh, man. But the game should resume here momentarily. Appreciate everybody being here on the Saturday night. Let's get those likes up. Likes really does help out with the live stream. Hit that sub button. All right, let's get back to the game here. Yeah, Gausman's looking good so far. He is definitely looking good. Yamamoto's holding his own too. They're getting hits off of him, but you know he's still able to get out of these little jams that he gets himself in. And here's Yamamoto, who will be facing Clement here in the bottom of the fourth to start things off. Clement takes ball one. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And that is a grounder hit to Freeman. Tosses it to Yamamoto, who steps on the bag for the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. So one out here in the bottom of the fourth. And Barger hits that ball to center field. Pajes is running back, makes the catch. Barger swings at the first pitch. It's 2 outs now. So it's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring IKF to the plate. And here's IKF, who is 0 for 1. Yamamoto sets here on the first pitch. That is in their first strike, 0-1. Low ball is 1 strike here to IKF. And the pitch from Yamamoto, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yamamoto sets here on the 1-1 to pitch. And it's a grounder hit to Betts, who fields it, fires to first, and gets IKF out for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Yamamoto. And now we are going to the top of the 5th. So Yamamoto making quick work, as the Dodgers bats will be coming up. And it'll be Muncy, Hernandez, and Tommy Edman. So let's see if the Dodgers can retake the lead. So let me ask this question to all of you. Since we're in the fall season, how's the weather been in your area? While y'all are answering that, let me check the poll here. Let's see how many votes we got total so far. So 26 votes, and it's a 50-50 split. So half of you are saying it'll be 2-0 after game 2. The series will be 2-0. The other half is saying 1-1. All right. So 50-50 split. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's up, Bill? How's it going, man? Great to see you. How are you feeling, Bill? How you doing, man? How's life? The top of the 5th will be coming up. Still, like I said, still a 1-1 game. It's got to wonder, man, if the Blue Jays bats are just going to explode out of nowhere, just like they did last night. If they could, honestly, if they could get to the Dodgers bullpen, I do like the Blue Jays' chances. I do think that the Blue Jays bullpen is better. Feeling a little bit better this week. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Is your wife doing all right? Wife doing okay? All right, let's get back to the game. All right, Gossman's back on the mound. Here's Max Muncy, who was 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch. Takes ball 1, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. She's doing a lot better. She says hello. I'll tell her I said hello as well. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Max Muncy. Gossman sets here on the 1-1 to pitch. He shows bunt. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1-2. One and two count here to Muncy as Gossman sets here on the 1-2 to pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Muncy strikes out. That is the fourth strikeout for Gausman tonight. One out here in the top of the fifth. And that'll bring Kike Hernandez to the plate. And first pitch to Kike is a foul ball, 0-1. If you're just joining us, it's the top of the fifth. Dodgers, Blue Jays tied up at 1. One out here in the top of the fifth. Got Kike Hernandez at the plate. Gausman's on the mound. It's 0-1 here to Kike. As Gausman sets here on the 0-1. Pitch is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Gausman from the state that I live in. He's from Centennial, which is a little further away from me. Pitches in the dirt, 1-2. Centennial's about 40 to 45 minutes away from where I live. So 1-2 here to Kike. Swing and a miss, and Hernandez strikes out. 5th strikeout for Gausman. So back-to-back strikeouts here for Kevin Gausman. You're going to Toronto for this game, but I'm going to LA next week. Oh, nice, Bill. Here's Tommy Edman, who's 0 for 1. And he takes strike 1 there on the outside corner, 0-1. As Gausman sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. That is hit into right field. Barger goes back, makes the catch for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Gausman. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It is still a 1-1 game. Blue Jays bats coming up. You got Jimenez, Springer, and Lucas. Yeah, Dodgers bats looking a little not looking great. I mean, Blue Jays bats not looking great either. I mean, they had some opportunities. There's no doubt there, but just could not capitalize on it. Alan Evangelista, first time seeing you in the chat. Welcome. How are you? Says, now I'm really torn. What I don't really want, a back-to-back World Series for the Dodgers or a third World Series title for the Blue Jays. I don't know. Which would you rather have? I guess that's the question. The game should start here. We should resume here momentarily. So bottom of the 5th will be coming up. Let's see if the Blue Jays can take the lead. Yeah, one of these teams is going to win the World Series. I mean, it would be something for the Blue Jays, man. You know, they went back to back in '92 and '93. It's been 32 years since they've been at the stage. Last time they won the World Series too. If they win the World Series, it'll be their third. Be a big deal for the city of Toronto. So yeah, Canada has not seen a championship in a while. At least for baseball, that is. If the Dodgers win this one, it'll be their ninth, I believe. And we got him. Let's see. We got Jimenez leading things off. It's 0-1 to Jimenez. It is ball one. Pitcher's outside. 1-1. I don't know if I'll be calling all the games there, Bill. I know Game 3 will be Monday. 1-1. That is hit into left field, and Kike Hernandez makes the catch for the first out. It's going to be Monday's actually, so I'll make the announcement right now, but Monday is my birthday. So, Monday is my birthday. So I might, I'll probably just take that day to myself. So I may not call Game 3. Here's George Springer, who's 1-for-1, was also hit by a pitch, scored a run on a sac fly. He takes ball one from Yamamoto. There's a grounder, hit to Muncy, who fields it, fires to first for out number 2. And here's Nathan Lucas, who's 1-for-2. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, I did a little something today, but probably just gonna take Monday to myself as well. It's 1-0 here to Nathan Lucas. A swing and a miss. 1-1 now to Lucas. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Yamamoto, and it's right back to Yamamoto, who throws over to first and gets Lucas out. 1-2-3 inning for Yamamoto, and we're going to the top of the 6th. What's up, Aiden? Aiden, the athletic kid. What's up, man? He says, go Blue Jays. And just like that, we're going to another commercial break. And I'll take a quick break myself. I'll be right back. All right, we're back here, folks. So top of the 6 will be starting here shortly. Bill's asking, was Jason on last night? Jason from 161? He's been going live lately. Or are you talking about Jason Custodio? And first pitch from Pajes hits it to right field, and Barger's right there, makes the catch for out number 1. So we are in the top of the 6th if you're just joining us. It is tied up here in Toronto. 1-1 game between the Blue Jays and Dodgers. It's been a pitcher's duel so far, and here's Shohei Ohtani now coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Oh, Jason Custodio? He was live recently. I did see him go live. I don't believe he was live last night, though. No, Bill. I'd have to double check, but I don't believe he was. It is 1-0 here to Ohtani as Gossman sets here on the 1-0. The pitch is a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 is popped up left side. Kirk making a run. Clement making a run. Clement makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2. Ohtani now 0 for 3. And here is Mookie Betts now with 2 outs. He is 0 for 2 and takes a strike. 0-1. Gossman sets here on the 0-1. The pitch is popped up. Foul territory. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. making a run, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And it's a 1-2-3 inning here for Kevin Gossman. And just like that, we're going to the bottom of the 6th here, folks. Still a 1-1 game. We got Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Alejandro Kirk, Dalton Varsho due up here in the bottom of the 6th. Yamamoto will be back on the mound. So Gossman making quick work. And just like that, we're in a commercial break. Appreciate you all being here. Appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Appreciate all the support that you all give to this channel. Continue growing this channel. Bill says, I was down in Valley of Blacksburg, Virginia last night to listen to you, but I couldn't type or chat. Too many people using bandwidth. Nah, I get it, man. Still appreciate you tuning in, dude. That was a nice catch by Vlad. Let's see if there's any changes to the poll here. So it looks like I got 31 votes, and 52% of the people that voted are saying that it'll be 1-1 after game 2. The series will be tied up at 1. Scotto, what's up, Scotto? How you feeling, man? How you doing, Scotto? Good to see you. Oh, you just got home from work? Okay. Where do you work, man? I'm just curious. What kind of work do you do? Oh, you got two jobs. Okay. What do you do, man? I feel like nowadays you have to have two jobs, especially the way things are. During the week, you're a glazer. Okay. Got the World Baseball Classic starting up in March of 2026. That should be fun. All right, we got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. leading things off. Oh, you work at Vitamin Shop on the weekends? Okay. We got a few. We got some of those out here. 1-1 now to Guerrero Jr. Ball 2 now to Vladdy. Well, good for you for got to pay those bills, man. You're absolutely right. And there's a hit right to Edman, who fields it, throws to first for out number 1. Hard hit ball that bounced right off the mound as Yamamoto got out the way, but Edman was right there to make the play. Beagle says, my goodness, a nail biter. Yeah, it really is, man. And here is Alejandro Kirk at the plate. And he takes ball 1, 1-0. Oh, I know, Scotto. Trust me, man. I was born and raised in New York, and that was the reason why my family wanted to move. I was too young to make a decision if I wanted to stay, but that was one of the main reasons, is because it was getting too expensive out there, and it hasn't. It's gotten even much worse. 1-2 now to Kirk. $1,700 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm surprised it's not more, Scotto. The 1-2. Oh, swing and a miss, and Kirk strikes out. 5th strikeout for Yamamoto. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 6th. 7th. Oh, you're in Staten Island? Even then, though, man, I feel like it should be more. I mean, just because I know New York City is like insanely expensive. I was pretty young when we moved out of there, but I still have some family over there. I know my way around when I get back. I stay in Brooklyn when I go back. The 0-1. Pitches in the dirt, 1-1. Yamamoto sets here on the 1-1. The pitch is a little blooper. Betts is right there, makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Yamamoto. Just like that, we're going to the top of the 7th. And back to another commercial break. Scotto says city and some parts of Brooklyn are double that for a 1-bedroom apartment. I believe it. Bill is saying when we left New York in 1999, we were paying $3,000 a month in Westchester County. Now my niece is paying, oh my God, $5,000, $5,000. How many bedrooms does that apartment have? Like, what is it about? How many bathrooms? How many bedrooms? That's $5,000. That is insane. Yeah, I was gonna say she probably has the money. Yeah, I mean, God forbid, man. It's like if I had to pay that price, I'd be living on the street, man. That's insane. Two bedrooms? Wow. I mean, she might as well go out and buy a house. I mean, the mortgage is going to be much cheaper. That's for sure. Yeah, it's getting expensive, man. It really is. All right. We moved here and bought two houses for what were we paying rent? Yeah, for real, Bill. All right, let's get back to this game. And first pitch from Freeman hits it to center field, and the catch is made by Varsho. Freeman now 1 for 3, so one pitch, one out. Gossman is back on the mound. Pitch count still really good, 66 pitches for Gossman so far. Will Smith now will be coming to the plate. And first pitch to Smith is inside, ball one. Everyone is hitting the ball, Bill says. Yeah, but it's not resulting into anything positive. There's a strike, 1-1. Pitch is ball 2, 2-1. The 2-1. 3-1. Misses with that pitch. Thank God Gossman thought it was a strike. Foul ball, 3-2. So full count here to Will Smith as Gossman sets here on the 3-2 the pitch. And that ball's hit into left field. And that ball is gone. It's a solo home run for Will Smith. And the Dodgers retake the lead 2-1 here in the top of the 7th on a solo home run from Will Smith. It's his first home run of the postseason. And just like that, the Dodgers retake the lead. And here is Teoscar Hernandez. Strike one to Teoscar. Yeah, it did leave in a hurry, all right there, Bill. Pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Check swing, 1-2. T85 says, what a hit. Yeah, what a hit, all right. Got that right. It's 1-2 here to Teoscar as Gossman sets. 1-2. Did he go? He did not. Pitcher's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Did he go? Yes, he did. As Kurt tags him for the out. 6 strikeout for Gossman. Now we have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And here's Max Muncy now at the plate. He's 0 for 2. First pitch, grounded foul, 0-1. The 0-1 is 1-1 now to Muncy. Swing and a miss, 1-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Dodgers retake the lead on a Will Smith solo home run. And Muncy hits that ball to left field. And that ball is gone. A solo home run by Max Muncy. And it's a 3-1 game. second homer given up by Gausman, and that's Muncie's second home run in this postseason. It's a 3-1 game now. The Dodgers want this one. They want to go back to LA with a 1-1 split tie. Well, that's going to do it for Gausman after giving up 2 solo homers. So we're in a commercial break just like that. But, yeah, I mean, still a shout out to Kevin Gausman. I mean, yeah, I know he gave up those 2 home runs and still pitched a good game, though. I gotta give it up to him. I really do. It looks like Lewis Varland will replace Gausman, so the Blue Jays will go to the bullpen first. I mean, looking at Gausman's final line, 6 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, didn't walk anybody, struck out 6. But giving up those 2 home runs, Schneider's seen enough. So I took him out with 82 pitches. But Gausman pitched a really good game up until he gave up those 2 homers. I mean, can't really. I'd say Gausman had a good outing, you know, aside from giving up those 2 home runs. Now it's a 3-1 game, so the Blue Jays go into the bullpen. T85 says Dodgers eventually we're going to get on a mini hot streak. Yeah, I mean, you were wondering. I mean, I was wondering, too, if the Blue Jays were going to make another – we're going to explode again with the bats or with the Dodgers. Were the Dodgers going to answer back in a big way? The Dodgers are making some noise right now. All right, the first pitch is popped up by Kike Hernandez, and Barger comes in, makes the catch, and we are going to the bottom of the 7th. It is the 7th inning stretch. So get up, folks. Get some food, get a snack, get a drink. Come right back, folks. I'm going to leave you all with some tunes. I'll be right back myself. And bottom of the 7th coming up. Dodgers leading 3-1. right, we're back here, folks. We got one out. Sorry, I got a little late as Freeman fields it and throws it over to Yamamoto for the second out of the inning. It is the bottom of the seventh, folks. The Dodgers have a 3-1 lead. And here is Bo Bichette, who is going to be pinch hitting here for IKF. Bo Bichette is going to be a free agent after this season, so got to wonder if the Blue Jays are going to sign him back or will he be on a different team. All right, here's IKF. Will be pinch hitting, or not IKF, sorry. Bo Bichette will be pinch hitting for IKF. And the first pitch is ball one. And it's a grounder right to Betts, who fields it. Throws to first for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Yamamoto. And we are going to the top of the 8th here, folks, as the game is slowly winding down. The Dodgers will be due up. All right, Bill. Yeah, go ahead and eat, man. Fill up that stomach. Thank you so much, Bill. You're the man. We'll talk later. So Edmund, Pajes, and Otani will be due up here in the top of the 8th. Okay, I top my hat. Yamamoto through 7. Yeah, man. Yamamoto is like I said at the beginning of the live stream, man. He needs to pitch the game of his life, and I think so far he's coming through. You know, Yamamoto's putting on a good performance. He's only given up 4 hits. Both teams have 4 hits, so you know, it's been a pitcher's duel. So, yeah, Yamamoto's at 79 pitches. He'll probably be back. I would put him back out there in the bottom of the 8th, honestly. I would. You know, we'll see what Dave Roberts decides to do. What's up, Katie? How's it going? Therese says they're going to keep him in. They should. Robert said, Yamamoto did say that. I remember. I do remember. What's up, Katie? How you doing? Edmund pops it up on the first pitch. For out number one, here's Lewis Varland, who's on the mound. Let me get the game cast back up. Bichette taking over at second base. And here is Andy Pages. Oh, 0-1 to Pages as Varland sets on the 0-1 to pitch. Outside, 1-1. And there's a single up the middle there by Pages. Gets his first hit of the night. He's 1 for 3. And that'll bring up Shohei Ohtani to the plate. Ohtani fouls the first pitch. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to Ohtani. One out here in the top of the 8th. Runner on first. As Varland sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. And there's a base hit by Ohtani. That's his first hit of the night. And Hernandez gets back to second. Hernandez was going to try and go to third, but then pump the brakes. So Ohtani with a base hit. Barger throws to second, and let's see. They're showing the replay. He's safe. He's safe. Looks like it's being reviewed. But I think he's safe on that play. He looks safe to me. It is being challenged. Let's see. Yep, so the call has been confirmed. He is safe. So the Blue Jays do lose a challenge. And first pitch to Mookie Betts is a ball, 1-0. Betts is 0 for 3 tonight. As Varland sets here on the 1-0, the pitch is in there for a strike with the knuckle, got him with the knuckle curve. It's 1-1 to Mookie Betts. Top of the 8th, runners on first and second. Dodgers have a 3-1 lead. 2-1 to bets. The 2-1 bets fouls that back, and it is now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mookie Betts. And 3-2 just misses. The pitch was just outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Mookie Betts. We got Freddie Freeman waiting on deck for the Dodgers. The 3-2. Ball 4. The bases are loaded for Freddie Freeman. The Dodgers can really blow it up here as Schneider is coming out of the bullpen or the dugout for the Blue Jays. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a pitching change. So Varland's night is over. Looks like Jeff Hoffman will be coming into the game. So top of the 8th, bases loaded, 1 out. Freddie Freeman will be coming up. He'll be facing Jeff Hoffman. Once again, folks, I appreciate you all being here on this Saturday night. Thank you for all the support. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. See how many. Let's check this poll again. Yeah, 35 votes, and 54% of you said that after game 2, the series will be tied up at 1. You all might be 54% of you might be right. Oh man. I will say though, the game 2 is definitely going by a little quicker. The innings have been a lot quicker. So this game might end up being ending sooner than we think. Start time of this game was 8:09 Eastern Standard Time. So this game has been going on for 2 hours and 7 minutes. So kind of familiar for Freddie Freeman with bases loaded, except it's not an extra innings game or the bottom of the 9th. But anyway, here's Jeff Hoffman pitching for the Blue Jays. Freddie Freeman at the plate with the bases loaded, and there's a wild pitch. And there's another run as Pajes scores on the wild pitch. It's a 4-1 game now. Runners on second and third with 1 out. That's another way to get a run. It's 2-0 now to Well, actually, it was 2-0, but they intentionally walked Freeman. And here is Will Smith now at the plate. Who's 2 for 3, takes a strike. So Will Smith had that solo home run earlier. Mason Fluharty is going to be warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. The 0-1. Pitch outside, 1-1. The 1-1 is a grounder. This could be 2. There's 1. And they only get the runner out at second, and another run will score as Ohtani scores a run. It's a 5-1 game now. Yeah, it took a little too long. Yeah, Jimenez needed to go a little faster with that, but it's a 5-1 game now. Dodgers are leading. As Teoscar Hernandez takes strike 1, he is 0 for 3. So 2 outs, runners on the corners. Dodgers leading 5-1 here in the top of the 8th. Teoscar Hernandez struck out all 3 times in his at-bats. The 0-1 is in there for strike 2. 0-2 now to Teoscar. The 0-2, swing and a miss. And Teoscar Hernandez strikes out for the 4th time. It's a golden sombrero for Teoscar. And the bottom of the 8th is coming up. Yamamoto should be back out there. And we're in a commercial break. So bottom of the 8th will be coming up. So it'll be Jimenez, Springer, and Lucas due up. So let's see if the Blue Jays bats can get something going here. They're down by 4. They're down 5-1. The Dodgers would like to make this a 1-1 series going back to LA. Appreciate you all being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub button. Keep sharing this channel out. Let's continue growing this channel. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Saturday night. And if you're watching this on other social media networks, or should I say outside of YouTube, on other social media networks, come to YouTube, hit that link. Hit that link on the homepage and hit that subscribe button. But the Dodgers do have a 5-1 lead here in Game 2. So definitely Dodgers in the opposite direction of last night's game. Last night's game was crazy. I lost last night's game 11-4. The Blue Jays bats just blew up, and right here the Dodgers bats are coming through at the right time, coming through in the clutch, putting the ball in play, and just making the best of your opportunities. And we are back to the game. Yamamoto's back on the mound. Jimenez is leading things off here for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 8th. He takes strike 1. The 0-1. Oh, swing and a miss. 0-2. Got him with the splitter. Andy Pajes takes over right field. Justin Dean in center field. So a couple of defensive changes. So no Teoscar. There's a grounder that is fouled by Jimenez. Still 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Foul back, still 0-2. The 0-2. 1-2 now to Jimenez. Got George Springer waiting on deck. Yamamoto sets the 1-2 pitch. Is a swing and a miss as Jimenez strikes out. That is the 6th strikeout for Yamamoto. And that'll bring George Springer to the plate. Yamamoto sets here against Springer. First pitch is a check swing foul. 0-1. Springer 1 for 2 tonight. Scored a run. Was also hit by a pitch in tonight's game. Yamamoto sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. There's a strike. Got him with a curveball. 0-2. The 0-2. Oh, inside. 1-2. Almost hit him again. And Springer's he almost got hit by another pitch tonight. That probably would have cleared the benches, man. Oh, man, probably be a brawl. The 1-2. A swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Yamamoto in this inning. That is his 7th strikeout of the game. So Yamamoto pitching the game of his life, I would say. Here's Nathan Lucas, who's 1 for 3. It's 0-1 to Lucas as Yamamoto sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Foul back, 0-2. Does Yamamoto strike out the side here? The 0-2. 1-2 now to Lucas. Yamamoto sets on a 1-2 to pitch. He struck him out looking. Yamamoto strikes out the side. Yamamoto taking care of business tonight, man. Yeah, he is coming through. He is coming through for the Dodgers. And we're going to the top of the ninth. Kike Hernandez, that is. And Tommy Edman will be due up. Sorry, I had to see who was the three that would due up. Well, Yamamoto, man, is on fire tonight. 8 strikeouts. Gave up 4 hits. Only gave up the 1 run. Hasn't walked anybody. He is at 93 pitches. It's I would find it hard to believe that he's not back out there in the 9th inning to pitch a complete game. And that would be something. Brad is saying, did Springer have a target painted? It seems that way, right? Almost got hit. He almost got hit again. Well, the story is that the game is Gausman pitched good, but Yamamoto pitched. Yeah, it was a pitcher's duel, but Yamamoto is having the better. He's having the better game. Gausman did well. Gausman did well up until he gave up those 2 homers. But I'd say he still pitched a good game. But Yamamoto is just a level above him in this game. So but the Dodgers they have a 5-1 lead. Let's see if they add more. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think Dave Roberts should put him back out there in the 9th inning and have him pitch a complete game. Honestly, Yamamoto is at 93 pitches. There's no reason why he couldn't go back out there. Yeah, Yamamoto is definitely pitching a gem. What's up, Ken? How's it going, man? What's going on? Play-by-play? Are you doing a play-by-play, Ken? Let's get back to the game here. So, looks like we got Braden Fisher on the mound for the Blue Jays, and Max Muncy is leading things off in the top of the 9th. 2-0 to Max Muncy. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were, man. Ohtani could go. He could, Robert. It's possible. It's 3-0 here to Max Muncy. Here's the pitch for Fisher. It's a 4-pitch walk to Max Muncy. So leadoff man is on here in the top of the 9th. And Hernandez shows butt, and it's a foul ball. Ken is asking, do I think Yamamoto goes 9? I don't see why he shouldn't. He's at 93 pitches. I would do it. Oh, we got Jacob Petruzzi in the building. What is up as Kike Hernandez pops that up? Who's going to make the play? Guerrero Jr. with the backwards catch in shallow right for the first out of the inning. Yeah, he should definitely be back out there for the ninth inning. I'd put him back out there. Let him pitch a complete game. Why not, man? What's up, Petruzzi? How's life, man? How you feeling? There's Tommy Edman, who's 0 for 3 tonight. And there's a strike to Tommy Edman. It is 1-1. The 1-1. That is popped up right field. Barger underneath it makes the catch. As Muncy will get back to first. It is 2 outs now here in the top of the ninth. Here's Andy Pages at the plate now, who's 1 for 3. He's singled in the 8th, scored a run. And the first pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Ball 2, 2-0 now to Pages. Pages calls time. There's a look at Clayton Kershaw there in the bullpen for the Dodgers. That is correct, Robert. Here's the 2-0. Foul ball by Pages, 2-1. The 2-1. That is in there for a strike. Got him with the slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Pages. Runner on first. 2 outs, 2-2 count. The 2-2. And that is popped up to center field. Varsho underneath the ball and makes the catch for out number 3. Last chance for the Blue Jays to try and make something happen as the bottom of the ninth will be coming up. We are in a commercial break. He's going to retire after the season there, Therese. After the season's over, he's going to hang up his glove and enjoy retirement. Oh, no. I'm not saying they're putting – I didn't say anything about putting him in. I just said there was a shot of him. He was just hanging out. He's just sitting, just watching the game. They're not going to put him in. But I'm assuming Yamamoto is going to be back out there in the ninth inning and to pitch a complete game. Dodgers won't sweep the Blue Jays in LA. I mean, like I said, my prediction is that the Dodgers win it in 6. All right, Yamamoto back out there for the bottom of the 9th. He retired his last 17 hitters. Let's see if he pitches a complete game. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who's 1 for 3 in tonight's game, leading things off here in the bottom of the 9th. The first pitch is in there for a strike. Got him with the curveball. 0-1. Yamamoto sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Foul ball, 0-2. Yeah, the offense tonight is batting 148 for game 2. During the postseason, they were hitting 346. And it got a piece of it. Looking like that got Guerrero too. It's kind of a little shaken up. I think he's all right, though. Shaking it off. Looks like the trainer's going to come out to check on Guerrero. One and two here to Guerrero Jr. As Yamamoto sets. Here's the 1-2. 2-2. You got Roki Sasaki warming up in the bullpen. Here's the 2-2. And it's a grounder to Friedman, who'll take it himself, steps on the bag for the first out of the bottom of the 9th. Yo, what up, Ace? Shout out to my man, Ace. Ace Avenue's in the building. What's up, dude? First pitch to Alejandro Kirk is a strike. It is 0-1. Yamamoto at 100 pitches now. Kirk with a sac fly had an RBI in the third. As Yamamoto sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. And that ball is hit into center field. And what a play there by the center fielder, Dean. On a diving catch, takes a hit away from Kirk. 2 outs now. Dodgers are 1 out away from winning this game 2 to tie up the series before they head back to LA for game 3, which will be on Monday. And here's Dalton Varsho, who is 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. 0-1. Got him with the splitter. As Yamamoto sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. Another splitter. 0-2. Yamamoto with the 0-2. Pitches in the dirt, 1-2. Yamamoto, the 1-2 pitch. It is popped up left side. Muncy is right there, and he makes the catch. And the Dodgers win this game 5-1. A complete game pitched by Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What an impressive outing by Yamamoto. And the Dodgers take this one. They take game 2 5-1. And they head back to LA for game 3, which will take place on Monday. But what an impressive outing by Yamamoto. And this was the kind of game that he needed to have. And the bats really needed to come through for the Dodgers, and they did. And they take game 2 5-1 as Yamamoto improves his postseason record for 2025 to 3-1. Gausman now 2-2. Yamamoto, he pitched the game of his life, man. So good job to Yamamoto. Dodgers take game 2. They got their revenge. I'm sure they were pissed off from last night's game. And there was no way they were going to go back to LA down 2-0. That would have been bad for them. And you got some Dodgers fans out there in Rogers Center celebrating. But that's going to do it for me, folks. I appreciate everybody tuning in. The game has come to an end. The Dodgers take game 2. They win this game 5-1. And game 3 will be on Monday, folks. Game 3 will be on Monday. So let's see how the rest of the series plays out. Let's see how game 3 plays out. But appreciate everybody being in the chat. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for popping in and just saying what's up. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure you all hit the like button on the way out if you haven't hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching and you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed and you're watching for the first time, hit that sub button. Let's sub up and keep sharing this channel out. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Everybody have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. So no game tomorrow. Game 3 will be on Monday. Thank you all very much. Have a great night, everyone. And I will see you all next time.